This is the Valley of Tears by MMP Games, part of the Battalion Combat Series. We're looking at the situation on the Golan front at the end of the second day. Now, there's been some pretty grisly fighting here. The Israelis drew their chits early, and they caught a lot of the Arab armour in its deployed state, where it's got no range at all. Well, it's no range. You can only fire engagements at one hex. So the Israelis were able to pound a lot of the Arab armour into dust. The shocking state of the Syrian army has also not helped, and trying to get across these anti-tank ditch and some of the rough terrain in areas where there isn't a ditch has proved to be a nightmare. The only area where they've actually really achieved anything was right up north, where they got a double activation. He knocked out the Israeli screening forces here, which were very weak. Well, they were good units, but they only had one step, and they managed to surround an Israeli infantry unit there. So they're pretty much broken through here, but it's not going at all well. And if the Israelis can get more units into the Golan in the next day or so, it's not going to be particularly promising for the Arabs. So all in all, if you look at it, they're barely across the start line. I think half of it was leaving their armour so far from the front line that the only way it could get into any position to try and exploit a breakthrough, it had to go into its mobile side, and in its mobile side the armour was just it's just so badly exposed because it's got no range on that side. That combined with the fact that they only managed to get one secondary activation as well on the first turn wasn't good. So all in all, at the end of the second day, the Arabs, that's not looking particularly brilliant for the Syrians. It's looking a lot better for the Egyptians. That's mainly because the Egyptians still heavily outnumber the Israelis on the Sinai. And they've got a better army than the Syrians. I was just shocked how bad the Syrian army is. It really is bad.